Hello guys, welcome back to another episode or video of my Zombie Dead Zone map. So today, or yesterday, we did chapter 1. Today, we're doing chapter 2 over here. By the way, when you do spawn in the game, this is pretty much a sequel. I just started this right after chapter 1. But when you spawn in the game, you have a chance of spawning in first person or third person. You could still, if you don't like what you spawn in though, you could still choose first person or third person. FP stands for first person. TP stands for third person, just in case you didn't know. Most of y'all probably did know already. If y'all are wondering though, my game does look a little bit better. Like, this makes the graphics look like almost PS5 graphics on my PS4 with the settings I got on here. But other than that, it's not that special. Same with Xbox, but Xbox Series S on there. But still, again, not that special. So you have the tactical pistol, which I could probably go ahead and get anything right now, because if you remember, we have developer options. Boom. Monster parts, if you don't remember last episode, monster parts are the things you collect after going to the, I forgot what it was. If you want to know what the teleport thing is over here, sometimes I do accidentally tap it. You can actually get out of the map with developer options, and the teleport stands for game physics. I'm gonna actually change that to GM, so game mechanics, because technically it's not physics. Okay. But over here you can get down, and it shows you downstate stuff. And you can get rezzed. But back to chapter 2. If y'all saw though, you can kind of go outside in chapter 2 just to see this though, pretty much. And I created, either way, no matter what, added a barrier to stop you from getting up and out of the map again. But this view still looks pretty good. Also, if you do notice, this is pretty much a one block, but like the barrier you can't go through. Oh, crap. Barrier you can't go through, but if you look closely though, when I get a little bit close to it, it is 2 blocks high. I just placed a barrier that makes it look like that. And so, by the way, guys, you will not be able to access developer options, because these are only for developers. And if I do keep them, by the way, I'm gonna have to update the version, but if I do keep them, I will. Oh wait, I don't have to update it because I didn't update it. But if I do keep them, it will only be for actual developers or people who actually join somehow. You can get tactical pistol for free. That's for free though. I'm gonna have to find a way. I think I'm just gonna make it so if you drop an item, I'm just gonna make it so you can't drop an item, or you can and you could just delete it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out a way though so items don't show up there. As you saw, or if you don't remember last episode, pause button or menu button, which will always be there, is the crouch button, and developer options is sprint button. So in my case, for chapter 2 store, you have all the old weapons. You have chapter 1 store, all the chapter 1 stuff. You could sell stuff with this guy if you don't remember. He is also in chapter 1. You have all the damage boosts, which I'm gonna get. My favorite thing to get is just this this pistol, because it feels like an SMG with how fast it goes. And I don't really have another favorite. I don't really like the shotguns in first person because they just look weird, like. But this is the closest I'm gonna get to first person with every item in my map. But with third person, I would say this is pretty good. So these both are my 2 favorite things to hold, 2 favorite items, especially with the 7x damage boost. Over here, we can go in here, by the way. Don't worry, if you do go in there, you might get a little tripped out. You can still go through this. But over here, you have maps instead of modes. So it's map 1, chapter 2. That's what this is. It's pretty much like a ginormous house. It's like a house slash a workplace. But yeah, it's like a house slash a workplace, and again, as you know, there's zombies. Zombie Dead Zone is a zombie first person. It was a zombie first person. Now it's just a zombie shooter. But yeah. I added it. It used to be you would get downed and you didn't take any damage and you could go over there. But I updated that, so now you have those. It just feels more realistic in a way to me. And that's what I like with my maps most of the time. Like making them actually have their own physics, or like realistic physics in game mechanics. I feel like the thing that makes my maps special, most of them, or a tiny bit of them, is that I actually have a custom UI. Like I don't just use the normal UI all the time. I create a custom UI for my maps, some of them. And this is one of them that I would actually post that I put a custom UI in. It's not 100% custom, it's just the mapping for the UI, by the way. Okay, crap. Ooh, I just thought of something. I'm gonna make it so you could be, like, I'm gonna make it so you can get max health and shield. There are shields, but at the same time I kinda disabled them. I disabled the shields, pretty much, or I didn't disable them, but I removed them from the visual thing because you won't be able to get any. Both developer options, you won't be able to see it. Also in here you can't shoot or attack, so this is like a friendly zone, and you do get revived, by the way, if you didn't know. But yes, this is my map pretty much, and you can shoot zombies. I'm going to show you the map now to move on to the second map. So over here you have your medical station, which gives you a med kit for the low price of 60 of those. So 2 zombie kills. There's so many of these laying around. Yes, they just lay all around. I gotta go. Now I can use the bathroom or something like that. I mean, I gotta go to over here. If you don't remember, guys, you lose all of your loot when you die. Wait, I'm gonna get quiet. I already know I'm gonna make it, so. But yeah, if you didn't hear me, I don't know why I feel like I need to repeat stuff. If you didn't hear me though, you do lose all of your loot if you die. And you do have to get down first to die, like in Battle Royale now. I'm pretty sure it used to be like, you just shoot someone and they die. I don't even know how people up here were dying, or zombies. Crap, okay. I'm gonna stop collecting the coins, because they're not even helpful for this video. Except for the knowledge that you need them to collect coins normally. But you could go over here, and everywhere. You can go down there, but that's just another way I can get to there. Up here is like right next to the spawn pretty much. And up here you could literally just walk down here and go straight back to the spawn. Now down there I will show you what that looks like. I'm going to reload. It's pretty much like a business, like it's like a restaurant-y area, but you could hang out and stuff. But yeah, and you got that giant statue. Then you go back up here. But that is map 1 of chapter 2. Now let's move on to map 2, chapter 2. I get that mixed up with other things. Yeah. So, map 2 is over here. I don't know why I didn't put them in order, but at the same time, I feel like map 1 has to be in the middle. But I don't know where else I should put map 2. So I just put it there, and I'm probably not going to take y'all's recommendations, but if y'all want, y'all can comment a feature that y'all might like. Oh yeah, I forgot what I was even doing there. You get a lot of shards, so that's why you don't really have to spam it, and you only get like 10 shards or something. You actually get like, it's like 3,000. But this is map 2, the basement. That's what I like to call it, map 2, the basement. So down, I didn't add really too much decoration. I actually don't think I had any decoration. But this is the basement. It's pretty much just what you would think as an ordinary basement. That is the respawn station. I could show y'all. Anyway, boom, 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 boom. Respawn station. You respawn for going up there. I'm going to walk y'all through while healing or dying while using a med kit. That's the awful part. You could die while using a med kit and you just don't get your med kit anymore. I'm gonna avoid you zombies, but y'all could see the area for yourselves. By the way, I have it on the max amount of, I forgot what it was, but I forgot what it was called. View, like you could see more than just what you would normally see normally. And normally you would see like 80%. This is 120%. Oh, right. So this is just, there's just a bunch of rooms, and it's pretty much a repeat of the same box over and over. But it's still nice to see the layout. I'm eventually gonna remove the map to my game, which is going to be sad for y'all, but like I don't want to show out the 100% all of the magic for people who don't watch this, because technically that's the whole point of this video, or these videos. But yes, that is map 1, or map 2, chapter 2. Now let's move on to map 3. Map 3, chapter 2, which is what I like to call the dungeon. I'm gonna make these a better graphics update, or not graphics, a visual update. But this is what the dungeon looks like for right now. It looks kind of green for some reason. But yeah, so I don't think I have a colorblind mode on either. I actually don't. It just looks green, I guess, for some reason. But this is the dungeon with purple lights. You could see it's just a repeat of the same box again. And a smaller layout, because I kind of got lazy. I'm going to have to fix that over there. I kind of got lazy with this map, but like, I still did it, and it still looks pretty good. I guess. I guess. Oh yeah, I didn't show y'all over here. Over here is, again, just another big room with the same repeat of boxes. But that is all for map 2. So this is chapter 1, by the way, if you don't remember. You have the same selling guy over here and in the shop. No matter where you go, there's going to be a selling guy. And there's probably going to be a specific graphics, or not graphics. I keep getting graphics and visuals mixed up because they're pretty much the same thing. Different visuals for everywhere you go, and the visuals might get updated. But yeah, I know y'all can't play this, but it's so nice to see it exist. But yes, that is all for today's video, or tonight's video, which is tonight for me because I'm recording this at night. This, actually, I would say this is my favorite map that I've ever created. But yeah, goodbye.